All NET aspirants, you are listening to podcast Botany for NEET by S. Ramakrishna. In this topic, physiological effects of the plant growth regulators. In first, auxin. Auxin's word, the Greek word, this means to grow. And the auxins were extracted first from human urine. The term auxin applicable to indole 3 acetic acid and other natural compound and also synthetic compound having growth regulating properties. And the auxins which are synthesized at root tip and shoot tip, apices of organ like root tip and shoot tip, more at stem tip than root. And its effect away from place of its production in very low concentration. It migrates from its place of production to other place for its physiological effect. In plants, auxins which are extracted, IAA, indole acetic acid, IBA, indole butyric acid. The other synthetic auxins, NAA, naphthalene acetic acid, 2,4-D, 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. All these hormones, natural and synthetic hormones, which are extensively used in case of agriculture as well as horticulture. Next, in case of physiological effects, auxin induce rootings in stem cutting, and from the base of the stem, tuft of roots, robust of the roots develop, helps in easy transplantation of seedling into the soil. So, the tuft of root from the base of the stem ensures successful transplantation onto the soil. Next, the auxin prevent premature fruit and leaf drop, that is abscission of leaf and fruit drop in young stages, but in mature stages it promote leaf and fruit drop. That means on a one plant it acting as an antithetical role during juvenile as well as what is mature stages with regard to abscission of leaves and flowers. And auxins induce flowers in case of pineapple. In most of the higher plant, auxin responsible for apical dominance. What is apical dominance? Suppression of lateral or axillary bud by apical bud is called apical dominance. Plant assumes conical in appearance. In case of angiospermic plant, eucalyptus, in case of gymnosperm pinus, which are conical in appearance because of apical dominance. The reason is much auxin flow from apical bud to lateral bud. How apical dominance can be removed? By decapitation, removal of apical bud. So removal of apical bud, what do you call? Decapitation. The flow of auxin to lateral bud is going to be inhibited and lateral bud resume the growth. Lateral branches resume the growth due to decapitation. So decapitation is exploited in hedge making, that is bushy plant making in case of gardening, and also tea plantation. In case of tea plantation, leaves are economically useful part. So hedge making and tea plantation, the use of decapitation. Next, auxin promote flowering in case of pineapple. That is one point. And auxin responsible for, that is synthetic auxin like 2,4-D, that is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, used as weedicide or herbicide to eliminate dicot weeds without affecting mature monocot. Why it eliminate only dicot weeds, selective killing of dicot without affecting mature monocot? Because the dicot grows by apical meristem, it absorbs readily the 2,4-D. There is an unusual cell elongation and vascular tissues are abrupt, that is undergo destruction, so plant cannot survive. As monocot grows by intercalary meristem, of course monocot grows by apical meristem, intercalary meristem, but mature monocot grows by intercalary meristem. So 2,4-D do not act on intercalary meristem, that's why monocots, mature monocots are unaffected. Next, weed-free lawns are created as earlier we said, it effect on dicot, do not affect on monocot grasses. So weed-free lawns are created. Next, auxin responsible for xylem differentiation and help in cell division, and also induce parthenocarpy seedless fruits in tomato. Next, gibberellic acid. It is other group of growth promoting hormone. More than 100 gibberellic acid are discovered. GA1, GA2, GA3, GA4. The first gibberellic acid intensively studied, characterized, it was GA3. So all gibberellic acid having acidic properties. Extracted are found in case of higher plant as well as the fungi. And gibberellic acid induce cell elongation like it is auxin. Helps in elongation of axis. It is used in increasing the length of grape stalks, so grapefruits are less tightly packed. And also responsible for improving the shape of apple. Improving the shape of apple is not a physiological effect. It induces cell elongation, that is physiological effect, that is responsible for elongation of the fruit, improve in its shape. Next, gibberellic acid, it is used in case of speeding up the malting process in a brewing industry. How it speed up the malting process in brewing industry? Gibberellic acid helps in quick germination of seed by mobilizing the food reserve by hydrolyzing the starch into sugar. As sugars are used as respiratory substrate, so much release of energy, so utilized in case of seed germination. So it hastens the malting process by quick germination of seed used in case of brewing industry. Next, and gibberellic acid sprayed on conifers, the juvenile conifer, is speed up the maturity process. So there is a early seed production. So gibberellic acid is not meant for maturity of the seed. It is the maturity of the conifers. Suppose the conifers, it take the 10 years for maturity period. In 5 years it got matured. So we are going to get the seed production early. So GA promotes early seed production by hastening the juvenile conifers to mature conifers. Next, in case of sugarcane, the carbohydrate stored as sugar in case of internode of this stem in case of sugarcane, as it induces cell elongation, increasing the length of axis. The sugar content is increased by spraying the sugarcane with gibberellic acid. 20 tons per 1 acre increased because of use of gibberellic acid. It is not going to increase the number of internode, increase the length of internode. Next, gibberellic acid causes unusual, that is dramatic stem elongation, internodal elongation just before flowering. It is seen in case of rosette plants like cabbage, cauliflower, and a regular phenomenon in case of our other plants.